The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello everyone, thank you for joining this webinar and good afternoon from Prague, Czech Republic. We appreciate that you're interested in GalileoTerminal and I will show you today how it can help you make your everyday work easier. My name is Tibor Pilnaj and I'm responsible for e-commerce, sales and marketing at CEE Travel Systems. A few house rules before we begin. You will be muted during the webinar to avoid any echo or noise because there are participants from all over the world and the webinar will take less than 30 minutes. So first of all, let me give you a short background to who we are. We represent Travelport in these 12 countries in Central and Eastern Europe, where we take care of agencies using Galileo GDS. So for those of you who are our colleagues from other Travelport offices around the world, we're basically the biggest NDC in Europe. But besides distributing Travelport's great core solutions, we are also a developer, CEE Travel Systems. What happens is that sometimes our local agencies need a solution that is not yet available in Travelport's portfolio, and that's why a few years ago we decided to develop some of these solutions ourselves. And when we saw that they help our local agencies grow their travel business, we told ourselves, why not offer them to other markets? Which is exactly what happened, and that's how the brand CEE Travel Systems came to existence. So you can be sure that GalileoTerminal and our other solutions have been already approved by many other agencies around the world. Let me now briefly highlight some of the other solutions. Global Exchange Manager and Global Refund Manager are solutions for manual ticket exchanges, reissues, and refunds for Galileo GDS users. GEM provides you with automatic air ticket calculation, which means you save a considerable amount of time and money. It helps you avoid human errors thanks to the graphical user interface, which means that you can avoid a major number of ADMs or airline debit memos. And both GEM and GRM come together for a single reasonable annual flat fee. We don't charge you any transactions, and you can start with a 1-month free trial. If you are an online travel agency or a developer of online booking engines or travel apps perhaps, eStreaming API gives you access to big data, to the cached fare options from Travelport eStreaming, and for considerably lower price. And you don't even need to be a user of Travelport GDS. You can start with the free tier. If you're an IATA agency using Galileo GDS and you need to give your non-IATA sub-agents a bigger control, our consolidated tool RDP will help you with that. You can set up a certain limit for your sub-agents and they can issue e-tickets and do other operations without you up to this setup limit. Also in this case, you can start with the 1-month free trial. GoLIB is our online booking engine that helps you sell air tickets and hotels on your website, and GoMobile can be your custom branded agency native app for iOS and Android. And last but not least, TripGate is our all-in-one corporate booking tool. You can let your corporate clients book a wide offer of travel services, air tickets, hotels, rail, and we're preparing car rentals. And thanks to TripGate, you can accommodate also needs of bigger corporations who require a solution with passenger profiles, approval workflows, cost centers, and other advanced features. Okay, so now let's jump to GalileoTerminal. Now, I have a question for those of you working in a travel agency. Imagine you're out of the office. Now, how many of you usually think about what you need to do when you get back to work? Or imagine that you get a message from one of your clients while out of your office that he or she needs to change their travel plans. Now, how important is your customer satisfaction for you? Would it be great to respond to their needs instantly? And how awesome it would be to have the freedom just to get online somewhere, anywhere, not even on your own device, open the web browser and help your customer. Isn't it still true that a satisfied customer means more money in the end? Now, something right from the field. This is what we're hearing from you, from the agencies, and from people in the front line who work with the customers, with the passengers. They want to be able to connect to the GDS anytime, anywhere, so they can be available when their clients need them. They want to have the freedom to do the work on whatever device is available at the moment. Imagine a situation that you're out somewhere with your friends or business partners, and you get a call or an email from your important clients that they need to change something in their air ticket. Even if you don't have your own device with you, you can log into the GDS using your friend's tablet, laptop, or PC. Another thing we're hearing from our users, and I believe this is true for almost any application today, is that they want it to be quick and simple to use. Therefore, just open the web browser and log into the GDS, no installation required. GalileoTerminal lets you access the Galileo and Apollo GDS wherever you get online and to a web browser. You're not limited by any particular hardware, operational system, or a web browser. So be it a PC, laptop, iPad, or Android tablet, simply go to GalileoTerminal.com in Internet Explorer, Firefox, Chrome, or Safari, and you don't need to install anything. All you need is a login and a password, and I'll now show you how you can get it. So let me switch to my web browser. And if you're already a user of Travelport, Galileo, or Apollo, you just go to GalileoTerminal.com. You just click this create account link, and you fill in your agency country, your agency name, agency pseudo city code, and agency client ID. Now, regarding the client ID, we recommend that you ask your local Travelport office to create a separate client ID because it needs to be configured specifically for GalileoTerminal. Now, if you or our colleagues in your nearest Travelport office do not know how to do that, you can just click this link right here, and here's a manual on how to configure it. You don't pay the agility fee for client IDs used for GT as well. Then you will just fill in also your agent host sign-on, agent email address, agent name, and your preferred username. You just accept terms of service, and you hit the sign up button. Or you can ask your local Travelport office to create the access for you. Now, if you cannot find your country on this list up here, it means that GalileoTerminal is distributed in your country by our colleagues from your nearest Travelport office. In this case, please contact them and they will be happy to create the access for you. And if you need their contact details, just click this link right here, locations. You will get to Travelport's website with locations of individual offices. You will just select your region, for example, Pacific, and your country. And here you go, all the contact details that you need. And I should also mention that any new username starts with a 1-month free trial. As the end of your trial approaches, you will be notified by GT about the expiration date and that you can purchase your 1-year subscription. When logged in, you just select settings in the menu, go to subscription and pay by debit or credit card. And if you're a VAT payer within European Union, I would just strongly recommend that you fill in your agency's VAT ID during the payment process so that you're not charged the 21% VAT above the standard price. And of course, you can use your one GalileoTerminal access consecutively on your various devices. Now, here are interesting numbers about our GalileoTerminal users. These are the 4 web browsers you use to access your GDS through GalileoTerminal most frequently. As you can see, most of you use GalileoTerminal in Internet Explorer, Firefox, or Chrome, which really means through your PCs and laptops. So I'm now going to take you briefly through GalileoTerminal's key features on my laptop. So I'll again switch to my web browser. Here's my Chrome. Now, first of all, let's go to GalileoTerminal. Here we go. I'm going to enter my login password and enter. Now, here's a notification that there are some new internal messages. We send you these internal messages in cases where there are some enhancements to GalileoTerminal, or if we plan some outage due to maintenance. So we can close this notification right now. And we are, as you can see, after login, we are immediately, in my case, in the Galileo GDS. It can, of course, also be your Apollo GDS. So here's a window with shortcuts, which I can open by clicking on this icon. And you can configure the shortcuts right here. So as you can see, I have some of them predefined. And you can also define whether the shortcut is to be sent immediately when you click the button, or whether it's just displayed in your terminal window. You can have as many terminal windows as you like. Just click the plus button, similarly to your Travelport desktop. And if you don't like, for example, black, you can change it to blue or to gray. And you can also adjust the size from tiny through small, medium, large, all the way to huge. Okay, so I'm gonna close these. And now let's sign in into the GDS using my predefined shortcut. I could either do Control plus S, as you can see, or I can click the button. And that's it. This shortcut button for my sign-on and availability are highlighted, which means that the entries are directly sent to the GDS. If the shortcut is not highlighted, like this one for our test reservation later on, it will just appear in your terminal window. You can adjust the entry as you need before confirming it and sending it to the GDS. So now let's have a look at the availability for flights from Prague to London. In settings, which is under this gear icon and settings, you can define how many lines of availability you want to get by default, whether it's 1, 2, or even 3. As you can see, the search results are colored so you can navigate through them more easily. So now let's create a booking using a shortcut. I have a predefined entry right here. So here you have all the entries you would enter manually. Availability on 10th of March from Prague to Paris. We sell 1 seat in economy class. Here's the passenger name, ticketing element, passenger telephone, and my agent code. Enter. And all the entries are sent one by one. So now let's ticket the reservation. And GalileoTerminal automatically offers us the agent coupon and passenger itinerary. If the passenger pays by credit card, we would also get a credit card charge form. So I could print this itinerary out. So I'm going to cancel it. And here's the agent coupon, which we could also print out if needed. And all the documents that comes up after the booking is ticketed, and which documents can be printed out. So you can set that up again in settings right here. So you can see that we have itinerary, agent coupon, charge form, and refund notice. And if you use GalileoTerminal on tablet, you can also print out these documents via AirPrint. So once the booking is created, you can display it in View Trip by one click or tap, and you can also build your own itinerary. So we have it live, so you can go to Itinerary. And here you can define how it will look like. So you can change the header of the itinerary, etc. The graphics and texts can be customized. And you can send the itinerary and e-ticket to your client either via email, which would be this case, or via SMS. So just click SMS, you would enter client's number, the sender's name, which is the name that appears in your customer's phone as the sender name. I mean, it can be your travel agency name. Then you can amend the text of the message, and you can send itinerary or the e-ticket via SMS. Now, to see SMS statistics, you can again click the gear icon and go to SMS. And here you can see how many messages were sent during a certain period of time. You can define that as well. And it can be either based on your whole agency or based on the individual user. You can also display a price list for all countries that this service is supported in. And you can configure what sender name and signature will be used in the messages. And the last important thing here is the credit balance. And if you're the agency admin, or your agency admin is able to purchase additional credit for your agency by a debit or credit card. Another useful functionality is called GTIR, which is a shortcut for GalileoTerminal Itinerary Record, which is right here. And GalileoTerminal records all PNRs created through GalileoTerminal. So when you create a booking, a GTIR file is automatically generated. It's an XML file that can be easily read by people as well as computers. So you can save it. We will do it. You can see it's in the XML format, and you can use it for other back office or accounting softwares. So I will show you how it looks like. So it looks like this, and it's not very much readable, let's say, for humans. So let's open it in Excel. And here's how it looks like in Excel, so you will get a nice table. You can also, if you're the agency admin, so you can also configure that GTIR files are automatically uploaded to your agency's FTP server. For that, you just go to GTIR upload settings. You will check the option here, fill in your agency's FTP server details, and save. A functionality that some of you will appreciate is the value limit. It allows you, if you're the agency owner or admin, so it allows you to control the total value of tickets booked for individual carriers and by individual agents. As an agency admin, you would go to Administration and to Value Limit. You will set up your currency, so in our case here it's Czech crown CZK. And you can also tell GalileoTerminal to send you internal mail that the agency credit that you set up dropped under a certain value, which would be this one. So then you know when is the time to increase it. So here you can add credit for your agency. It was topped up, as you could see here. And let's say that you want to limit your agents so they can issue tickets on Lufthansa for only up to 500,000 Czech crowns. So you just enter the airline code, the value, and you assign credit to the airline. If you want to remove that limitation, again, enter the airline code and remove airline, and it disappears. The same can be done also based on the individual agent accesses. So you can assign a value to individual agents, like in our case here, Agent Mara. So we can allow him to issue tickets for only up to 200,000 Czech crowns. If we want to remove that limitation, again, we select that particular username and remove agent. Now in eTracker, you can manage tickets issued through GalileoTerminal. So if we expand this drop-down list, you have a nice overview of coupon statuses. So let's select tickets with open status. We can select one of the tickets. And as you can see here, right from GalileoTerminal, you can print, void, or even refund e-tickets right from here. Then the context window gives you the list of last entered commands, which is here, and you can display it by clicking this icon right here. And you can also nicely scroll the previous screens right in your terminal window, and you can print out the entire page. So, although we're a European developer, GalileoTerminal is definitely not Europe-centric. It's been present worldwide for more than 10 years and it's still spreading. It's still more and more popular. Now, some of you might have perceived GalileoTerminal only as a remote access to the GDS, and you're absolutely right. But it's not just that, as you've just seen during the live demo. So let me highlight again a few features that can really help you stay on top of your business wherever you are. GalileoTerminal supports all entries that you're used to in Focal Point. The eTracker module is based on the design and functionality of the widely known Galileo eTracker application. Our eTracker keeps the information about the coupon statuses of the tickets issued through GalileoTerminal, and this is really handy for possible refunds of unused tickets. You can send the itinerary and electronic ticket to your clients via SMS right within GalileoTerminal. You can, of course, edit the content of the SMS, and it's up to you whether you do it through the graphical user interface that I showed you a while ago, or directly from the terminal window. GalileoTerminal can take your customer service to an even higher level. After you create a booking, you can immediately build an itinerary easily by one click or tap, customize the look, and then send it to your client. And here's something for agency owners and managers. You can monitor your sales on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis, and the reports are so detailed that you can see who of your agents issued the tickets for what carriers, also including total fare and tax breakdowns. And you can filter the results based on all these parameters. So let's wrap it up. Because GalileoTerminal is a web-based tool that you access through your browser, you don't need to install, maintain, or update anything. We do all this and you save your time and money. Your agents can start using it from day one because they already can work in the GDS. GalileoTerminal keeps your business powerfully protected thanks to the highly secured lines to the Galileo and Apollo servers, and you have the flexibility to access the GDS on your PC, laptop, iPad, or Android tablet, and this truly gives you mobility. All you need is a login and a password that you can either create on GalileoTerminal.com or your local Travelport office will create it for you, and you will start with a 1-month free trial. Feel free to find out more about GalileoTerminal and our other solutions on our website. Also, check out our YouTube channel for tutorial videos. And if you have any questions, we're one email away. If your colleagues and friends missed today's session, there are more coming up, so just stay tuned to our newsletters and website. Thank you all very much for your attention and for joining today's webinar. Have a great day.